Boston Bros is number one thing not, you're dead wrong. You can catch me doing misbehaving with my products on. It's real boxing talk every time we meet with Ned, the TBE, and Conspiracy G. We bring it to you raw, unbiased, you know the deal. You can even get a poor dealer here from Dollar Bill with my guys by my side. You know we going live. All we need you to do is please like and subscribe. Boxing Bros. Peace.
So the next topic we're going to discuss is Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia. Manny Pacquiao has been designated champion in recess. There were rumors that the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia was going to be an exhibition. There's someone on Golden Boy's promotional team saying that the fight isn't going to happen. However, there are more sources saying that the fight will happen, and one of those sources is a direct source, and that person is King Ryan Garcia. And this is what he had to say.
Just want to make it real clear. My fight with Pacquiao would not be an exhibition. It will be a real fight, shooting for 12 rounds, all on the line. Our record's on the line. Just want to make that very clear for everybody with confusion. Let's go.
All right. So that video was posted 19 hours ago. So Ryan Garcia is saying that they're trying to make it 12 rounds. It's a real fight. Records on the line. It's no exhibition. Trill Dollar Bill, what's your thoughts on that?
The real fight for you, exhibition for Manny. I'm sorry, am I on?
Yeah, you are.
Should we start over? I didn't mean to say that.
Well, what's your thoughts on the fight?
This is a great fight. He's saying, Ryan said it right there. This is going to be a real fight. There's going to be no exhibition. I don't know what belts he's talking about. I don't know if they're going to make a belt. I don't know if Manny's fighting for the silver belt that he has. I don't know, but I don't see a Manny. I want to know where the weight's going to be because I don't see Manny going to some 135 to face this kid. Manny Pacquiao's a grown man who out that weight class a long time ago. He outgrew that weight class a long time ago. Manny making 140? Yeah. 135? Come on, man. Manny Pacquiao is great, and I think that this is if he can do whatever he want to do. Manny Pacquiao want to fight him, go ahead, Manny. You deserve to fight whoever you want to fight. Ryan, be careful. Just be careful, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Just really train your butt off. I think you're light in the pants at 135, and you get, you know what I'm saying, you're talented. I like you, Ryan, but I think you're light. You're getting dropped by guys, you know what I'm saying, like Luke Campbell and stuff like that. I know Styles made fights, but this is Manny Pacquiao, who just put a prime, real welterweight Keith Thurman on his pants. Okay? So please just be careful. That's all. All money ain't good money. Just be careful, Ryan.
All right, G?
Yeah, how I look at it is obviously it couldn't be an exhibition because I'm like, if it is an exhibition, then what it does is it kind of discredits Ryan Garcia, especially after his momentum after knocking out what's his name?
Luke.
Mr. Smith. You know what I mean? Like, so
no, Campbell.
Luke Campbell. Campbell. My fault. You're right. It was Campbell. So, like, after that victory, then you go on an exhibition, and it kind of clowns Ryan Garcia. So I wouldn't want to do that. If I was Golden Boy, if I was the Zone or whatever, I'd be like, nah, this has to be a real fight. It can't be one of those like Mike Tyson, Roy Jones type of fights. Because then it's like, what's the point? You know, people want to see Ryan versus a Manny. I don't even know if people want to see it, but people will watch it as long as it's a real fight. Like that was on my mind, like Ryan versus Manny Pacquiao. But if it's on, I'll watch it as long as it's a real fight. If it's an exhibition, I'm not paying for it. I'm like, I might pull a net and bootleg it. You know what I mean? So, like, but yeah, it has to be a real fight. It just has to be because, you know, and we already talked about it before. Like, hey, if Ryan loses, I don't think it's gonna really hurt him. If anything, Ryan wins regardless. Like, I just feel like as long as he doesn't get like violated by Manny Pacquiao, like people gonna give him credit. Like, yo, went up against a vet. Yo, this dude, that's Manny Pacquiao, bro. There's levels to this. You could learn from this. You could bounce back. So I think it'll be a good thing. He'll get exposure, all kind of stuff. So it's like, to me, I feel like Ryan needs it to be a legitimate fight. Like, it has to be a real fight. Even if he loses, it doesn't matter. It's Manny Pacquiao. Just don't get violated. Just don't get violated. Like, even if he gets knocked out, if it's like one of those, yo, you took some, you gave some, and then you got knocked out, people can respect that too. Don't let it be one-sided. That's all you have to do, is just not let it be one-sided. Don't be Truax. You be all right. You know what I mean?
Truax survived though.
Yeah. And win regardless is different than like Canelo when he was in there with Floyd. I think Floyd, put on a master class, you know what I'm saying? And Canelo was able to learn. My thing about with Ryan is really tricky is how he loses. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a win-win regardless. I think it is a win-win depending on how he loses. If he can stay in there and go rounds and be competitive and learn something, and Manny really don't try to go in there and force his kid, because a lot of times Manny is nice. And he see a guy beat up real bad, he'll lay off of him. You know what I'm saying? But he can go in there and get really hurt, and he can turn not to a Canelo, he can turn into a Amir Khan, where he can be just one of those cautionary tales of getting really hurt real bad and his not being able to recover from that. That's all. I was just saying that at you.
I actually agree with you though. That's what I'm saying. Just don't get punished. You know what I'm saying? Don't get battered by Manny. Just make it look competitive and you're good,
Yes. Be safe in there, Ryan.
All right, Ned.
Yeah, I agree with G on this one. Like, like, I'm glad like it's not an exhibition match and that's gonna be a real boxing match. And I want to know how this is gonna affect Manny's recess status or inactive status or whatever. But my thing is, Ryan, this is a tough fight for you. I know you're excited to take on one of your idols, but this is like Luke Campbell caught you, and Manny Pacquiao got fast hands. I know you think you got fast hands. Manny Pacquiao got some fast hands, and he can set things up really nice. And I think I can see Ryan going out like a Nate Robinson in this fight, like where he was just so inexperienced, and Manny Pacquiao had so much like. So much like history behind him that he sets something up crazy that takes the youngster out, man. But I'm excited for this fight. I can't wait till it's actually get a date and it's set up to happen. But this is something like this is dangerous for Ryan. And I hope you come out here and you really train hard and you really like learn. You work with like somebody who can actually help you like understand like, yo, don't just go out there and just think you can shoot your hands and not be worried about like what's gonna come back at you. So,
Yeah, I think you got to go for it. If you're Ryan Garcia, you need to try to separate yourself from the pack. You have Teofimo Lopez. He has the belts. You have Tank Davis, who's fighting on pay-per-view, and then you have Vasily Lomachenko, who was up there #1 pound for pound, all that. And then you got Devin Haney. So you want to separate yourself from the pack. If you could beat a Manny Pacquiao, that'll do it. I mean, you look at Manny Pacquiao's age, and I'm sure they're figuring he has to slow down at some point, right? Like the man has to slow down at some point. He did that to Thurman, but we're approaching like 2 years since that happened, right? So like maybe they figure he's not going to be the same guy. Maybe this is Oscar's revenge, right? Remember, Oscar fought Manny Pacquiao, had to drain himself in weight, and went out there and got murdered, right, by Manny Pacquiao. So maybe they are going to fight for Ryan Garcia's 135 title at a catch weight of like 138, 137, and Oscar De La Hoya is going to try to weight drain Manny Pacquiao.
Outboard him.
Poetic justice in a way, because Manny Pacquiao was known as the king of the catch weights at one point. So maybe he's going to bring back the catch weight. 140, 135 is 5 pounds in between. Like, it's not like that big of a deal. You give or take 2 or 3 pounds. He put the title on the line. Manny Pacquiao can win another title. I don't know, and maybe he'll be the oldest man to win a title at 135 too, right? So, Manny Pacquiao got all these accolades, so just to figure out a way to add another one. I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna be at 147 because Pacquiao was just named champion in recess. So, to me, that would signal that the fight isn't going to be at 147 because why would they say he's inactive? If he's going to go down in weight, 140, there's nothing on the line there at 140. So maybe they'll do a catch weight at 135. It's probably not the best fight for Ryan Garcia, but people have shocked the world before. I think like if he wants to separate himself from the pack, he can't do it by being undisputed at 135. He's with Golden Boy and fighting on the zone, so he's not going to get the winner of Ramirez and Taylor. So if he wants to separate himself from the pack, this may be the move. Now, ironically, I said that Devin should do this, but I guess Ryan Garcia heard it and then said, you know what, that's not a bad idea, and then took that idea for himself.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.